and it's kind of it's a tough watch for a couple reasons. But I always fuck with this nigga Wallow, man. $1 million worth of game, period. I fuck with them. But this one I want to bring up because man, I want to get your response to this, DP. Let me see if I can bring it up. Um, here we go. Let me hit play on. Here we go.
Going because I'm telling you, man, I can name 20, 30 niggas and my homies is dead. I'm here though, and I'm gonna say some shit that like this is documented. You know, I got a TED talk. I forgave my brother's killer, and I'm saying it to say this: nigga that killed my brother, my brother died in my grandma's arms in that fucking house that we grew up in. Nigga shot my brother. He ran to the house. He died in Nanny Arms when she opened the door. So I'm telling you, there's some real shit, man. If I ain't let that shit go, I won't be right here today. I won't be here for my niece and my nephews. Me and Gil won't be doing this. Y'all won't know me. I won't be able to give y'all this game. But I had to leave. I had to let that shit go. And when I let that shit go, nigga, I started to grow. And I started to glow. And now I'm here today, and it was harder than a motherfucker, man. And I'm talking about this my big brother, nigga. I shared the cell with him. I shared the bed with him when we was fucking kids. This little Steve. But I can tell you one thing. Now I'm out here taking care of his daughter, paying for her to go to school, taking care of my nephew, taking care of my mama and my grandmama.
Talk to him. Sure.
Because I forgave my brother killer, but you know, I understand. I understand what y'all going through. But I love all you young niggas in here. And I mean that shit. I love you niggas, man. And I hope y'all make it out. I hope y'all make it the fuck out, man.
Man, he like...
Straight up, man.
It's so crazy. Yeah, this motherfucker really dropping tears for this shit. Like, shit for real. Like,
I love being around the young niggas because, like, you don't understand. Y'all niggas got so much life. And y'all probably don't understand because y'all young. But this system and the way this structure is so scared of y'all because they saying if these niggas ever turn that light cut on in their head, we in trouble because they the most fearless motherfuckers that ever walked the planet Earth. These young black brothers in the ghetto don't fear nothing. So when you switch that shit and you doing energy transfer, oh, it's over. Y'all nigga ever wake up, it's over, man. Why?
So man, that was the warning always come before the fall, man. That's all I'm gonna say. The warning come before the fall. For those who not watching us on YouTube, who don't see the video or watching us on Spotify, that was Wallow and Gilly. Wallow doing the talking, and he was talking to Lil Durk. Lil Durk and all his homies from around his way out Chicago. So it's just crazy, man, because the warning always come before the fall. And it's like, damn, if they only listen. Same thing that happened with Pooh Shiesty. Wallow talked to Shiesty. Same shit. And it's like, when is we gonna get it, man? When we gonna get it?
Yeah.
Somebody come directly to you and say, look, this was happening, but I'm telling y'all, this is the outcome if you don't straighten up.
Same thing when he went to talk to Young Thug. So what you telling me is, if you sit down with Gilly and Wallow, you might catch a case.
I know you bullshit, but people
bullshit. But because it's the type of people that he's reaching out to and everything too.
Nah, he see it. You know, like,
but there's a couple things that he said in there that like stood out. One is like he was like, yeah, my brother Steve, man, I shared a cell with him. I shared a room with him. He's so institutionalized, you know what I mean, that he
actually did share a cell with his brother. That's the thing. He did right before. Here's the thing. Because I did listen to his book. He got a what is called damn. I want to give y'all the book, but it's called Armed with Good Intentions. Because Wallow was out there. Yeah, Wallow was out there robbing people. That's why he named his book Armed with Good Intentions. So right before his brother got taken out of here, they shared a cell. And you know, he said that's the last time he saw him when his brother went home first. And
man, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's what happened. So
And
that's why he was saying he shared the cell with him, but he also grew up shared the
and
same bedroom.
and in that video, you can see it. Like because of his experience, Lil Durk was listening, but he wasn't listening. You know what I mean? He's like, man, that's just real. He's shedding real
He was
tears. He
listening,
was
but he wasn't
moved.
hearing them.
Yeah, he was moved by the gesture, but he wasn't hearing the whole point. Like, and he was really trying to speak to him basically without
Demeaning.
being hot. You know what I mean? He's basically saying, like, look, we've all taken losses. Like somebody killed my brother the same way somebody killed your brother, the same way somebody killed your family. But I didn't go to retaliate. Because he's telling him he's glad he didn't retaliate, because if he did retaliate, he wouldn't be here. So he did an energy shift, and that's an amazing thing to say. An energy shift. That's like we need to clap it up for that, because like
Yeah.
that is some real shit. Like an energy shift, and he created an empire basically. Like I follow Wallow on Instagram, and I love seeing his posts, because like you'll see him in front of this car, you see him in front of that car, his cars, you see him with this watch, you see him with bags and all that, and he's not stunting. It doesn't come off as stunting, because you know his story, you know his struggle, and it's really like, I did it, you can do it too, and this is how I did it. He's not hiding none of that. He's giving a lot of game, and so to the people out there, when people are giving you game, like that's one of the things I wish I listened to, is because I had a shit ton of opportunities, growing up. But I was a hard head. I had to learn the hard way. So I went through a lot of shit that I didn't even have to go through, to be honest, only to come full circle and do what I should have did in the first place.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you talk about that shit all the time. It's like, man, imagine if we didn't bullshit and get caught up in so much dumb shit. We lucky. We actually, me and you, to be doing this right now. We both are very blessed. We both are very lucky. But obviously, it's something in us that made us see the light. Also, like we got it right. You know what I'm saying? That's, hey, we don't always get it right. Coming from the places we come from, the situations we've been through, we don't always get it right. I'm glad I did. I could definitely say I'm glad I did, because now that's a part of my role at this point in time, and I know that's a part of my role in life. Again, that's one of the reasons why we said, man, let's do this podcast, because we got something to give to people besides just our opinions on shit. We can actually, help some of these youngins out just by giving them, a broader perspective and
There's a
understanding. Yeah,
there's a saying, man. There's a saying, like, you only got to get it right once. So if you're fortunate enough, you fucked up, you didn't get it right this time. You tried to start a business, it failed. You tried to do this, it failed. You tried to get this type of job or career, you're getting turned down. You putting in your resumes, and you ain't getting callbacks and all this shit. Like, life can look fucked up for you, right? But you only got to get it right one time. You only
absolutely. And I
got to
agree.
get it right one time. You know what I mean? And
Absolutely. But
that's
the
what it
flip
is.
side, the flip side that you niggas need to know too is that you only need to get it wrong once. Because if you get caught the wrong way,
The
it's
wrong
up.
way, for real.
It's
So
up. So basically, that's what it is. But you know,
yeah, you can throw
on
it
another
away just
note,
as quick.
on another note, speaking of which, let's get into
You
it,
can
man.
throw it away just as quick. You know what I'm
Let's
saying?
get
Like,
into
just
it. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Lil Durk. Lil Durk
so.
has, go ahead.
Were you surprised? Are you surprised? Were you surprised? Are you surprised? Um,
Not in the least bit. Honestly, not in the least bit. I'm not surprised in the least bit. Um, the thing is this, man. You cannot continue down a certain road once you get in a certain light, coming from certain places. It's going to happen. Now we have seen it. It's a promise now.
and that is
You
for
know,
certain. You know what I mean? If you
it's
if
a
you do
certainty at this point. Like the
if you do
chances of you,
certain things, there's certain responses, and that is for certain. You know what I mean?
for
It's that
sure.
simple.
Nah, for sure. For sure. And at this point in time, the bigger you are, the bigger the spotlight, the more eyes watching raises the percentage of you getting caught on doing anything. Um, it's amazing how some of these guys can outwit the police when it comes to in the streets, when it comes to being in the streets and make it all the way to that point to making millions of dollars. But can't outwit, but yeah, but can't outwit this online shit because this where this shit be stemming from. Y'all are allowing.
You gotta learn how to turn off that phone. Like I'm sure at some point niggas might be
Turn
flaming
off
me
your.
in the comments, flaming you in the comments.
It ain't gonna matter to me. I'll
It's
tell
all
y'all
good.
motherfuckers right now. It ain't gonna matter to me. Y'all can say what the fuck y'all want to say. I don't give a fuck because at the end of the day, I don't know you niggas. And you niggas don't know me. So I'm
Shit,
never
we
gonna
about
be
to get the
moved.
Patreon. If you feel away, you can drop $10, $20 and donate. I put you on the stage
Yeah,
and
we
you
put
can
you on the
get
screen.
it off your chest. Yeah, you can get
We
it
put
off
you on
your
the
chest.
screen.
Go for it.
Yo, bullshit. Like for real though. But that's the thing though. See, the difference is this, DP. You're dealing with men that has raised a level of maturity that at this point in time, what you say ain't gonna make or break me. It's just not. So, but the thing about it is, these are youngins still. They still younger than mine, still younger than heart. So they're moved by words. They're emotional. Because I always tell people, if you move based on your emotions, you're bound to make a mistake. People that's
Man,
led by their emotions are some of the dumbest people on this earth.
look, right, and it's scientifically proven, right? Like some people think thought follows emotions, right? Like you get angry and then you start having angry thoughts, right? You get happy, you have happy thoughts, but that's not the way it works. When you're really in control, emotions follow thoughts, and that's the way it's really supposed to work. Like
Say that.
this is going to be a great day, and then you start to see things a certain way. You know what I mean? So emotion follows thought when you're in control. That's just something to keep in mind.
Right. No, that's a
It's
good
it's
point.
not always easy, but emotion can follow thought if you practice it and exercise it.
Man, your emotions only supposed to be a barometer. Only supposed to be a barometer of what you feel is supposed to be a barometer of what you thinking. It's supposed to be a gauge. Like if I'm feeling fucked up, I must be thinking fucked up. So as soon as you get through some shit and you see some shit that's making you feel some type of way, check on what you think about. You know what I mean? So
What's that
yeah, man.
line? Oh man, what's that song? Styles P, I think he said it. It's like what do he say? Plug the fan in and then cool off. Something, you know what I mean? It was something like, damn, what song is that? But basically, like, take a second before you go do what you're about to do. Just take a second. And if you still feel like that, then do what you got to do. But take a second, think about it. I can't forget. I can't remember the lyric though.
So, Lil Durk had got into it with whole beef was with his brother here, Quando Rondo, right? And it just amazed me how things transpire. And now you got this brother about to do, who knows? Because for real, what it look like with Lil Durk, his case ain't nothing like Diddy case. You got somebody now, and I'm talking about the reason why is because you got somebody directly, OTF Jam, which was his man who just did 12 years, came back on a wiretap and got
that's
you.
Why
So
they
that's
call him OTF Jam.
Got your ass jammed up, huh?
He's gonna jam you up. He's jamming up the whole OTF.
It is crazy, but it's fucked up because that's supposed to be your man, and you was holding him down while he was in. Came home, gave him a position. Like, yeah, come fuck with me. The same nigga that you had when he was locked up, you bring him home around you, what you got going on. And Dirk was putting them on videos, shouting them out. He was with this nigga. Like, that's my man. Could you imagine that? A nigga that before you really on, he in, and you fucking with him. You bring him home, bring him around you, only to jam your whole situation.
And
now
even niggas
Dirk,
like him, because I think he caught a gun charge or something at that. So it's like, bro, do your shit. Like you do your time or whatever. And And in a situation like that, he already showed and proved that he got you, and he's holding you down. So in a situation like that, man, there's a million and one positions. When you're a little Dirk, he's a business. He's a walking business. He needs album covers. He needs video shoots. He needs stylists. He needs assistants. He needs managers. Like when you're an artist of that magnitude, there's plenty of positions. Like find a position. You know what I
That's the
mean?
thing.
Find a role. That's,
That's the thing,
and
man.
get the fuck out the way.
A lot of these niggas want to be the nigga. That's the thing. They want to be him, and you not him. And that's the thing that I don't understand. Because at the end of the day, like you said, if you know he was holding you down, and you know that he been holding you down, you caught a gun charge, why wouldn't you, like you said, take that beef? Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you take your own beef? Shit like that, which I just don't understand. I really don't. But it is what it is,
Man,
and I guess
I
people gonna have
did
to
my
learn the
share of
hard way.
shit. I did my share of shit. Like, right, like I'm not a saint, but I can tell you one thing: I never did nothing that I couldn't stand behind neither. You know what I mean? I did my share of shit. There's a lot of shit that I definitely wouldn't do because I had a good enough upbringing where I was never all the way in. You know what I mean? Like I know people say you can't have one foot in, one foot out, and I tried to straddle that way, the 1 foot in, 1 foot out. But I'll tell you, like I said, I never did nothing. I never did anything that I couldn't face the music for. And so if you're gonna do it, there's one thing my mom always told me. Like you're gonna make your own decisions, right? Like you're a man, you're gonna make your own decisions, but whatever you do, be smart about it.
And
And
that's
then
the
couple
thing.
that with
And that's the
like,
thing, DP. Most people ain't never gonna be smart about this shit. Cause most niggas, they think they smarter than everything they doing. They got going on. They think they smarter than the streets. The streets been here before you was born. The rules been here before you was born. What to do and what not to do been here before you was born. Trust me when I tell you, you're not smarter than what the fuck is going on out here. You're not. You can't beat the
look,
system, bro. You're
you
not. It's
can't
not. The,
beat it, and I don't care how tough you are, right? Like you can't beat it. So at that point, it's are you prepared to take what comes with it? Because you can't beat the ending, right? Like the ending this is the end of this movie. This is the end of the book. So if you aren't ready for that, then don't open the chapter, right? Like I was on my scooter today, going to get some food or something. There's some construction going on. I'm in the little bike lane and shit, and there's two people walking. I gotta hit the little joint, the bell on the scooter because I'm about to run them over. And the point is, get out the street. You ain't meant to be in the street. You know what I mean? There's a sidewalk to keep you off the street. Get on the
right.
sidewalk. You know what I mean? And there's
Absolutely.
nothing wrong with that. You know, there's nothing wrong with that.
Absolutely.
Um, if you can't take what comes with it, then don't do it. Like,
Exactly.
but best
And,
believe there's some
and to
shit
that
that
point,
comes with it.
and to that point, you know, I'm gonna read what Quando Rondo said because I think he, in the midst of all this, this is coming. I'm pretty sure it's coming from his heart, right? He says, "We didn't get into this music industry to make it just to stay caught up in this street shit. We all have families and communities counting on us. It's time we all leave that behind. We've already lost so much, and it's heavy on my heart to forgive anyone I had issues with in the past. It's all love from me, praying for everyone. But you see how this shit go? It take for you to go through all this shit, to suffer loss after loss, to lose money, to lose fame, to lose close ones, to almost die your damn self, to seeing people die, for you to wake up, for you to say, man, this shit ain't worth it. This not it.
You
And
know what it is?
I had a conversation with somebody the other day, right? And I'll let you speak,
Mm-hmm.
DP.
No, go
But
for it. Go for
I
it.
just need to say this real quick. Because a lot of times this is what happens. The wise can gain knowledge from a fool, but the fool can never gain knowledge from the wise. That's just how it is. So
Hmm.
if you're wise enough, what you could do is simple. Peep game. Look at what's going on with all these other motherfuckers that's getting caught up with all this dumbass shit and be the wise one to understand I can't get caught up in this foolishness because you're bound to lose. So Be the wise one. Don't be the fool and try to imitate this shit. Because you never get you never come up off of it. You know what I mean? You never come up off of it. So I just hope that y'all are understanding what's going on.
So